Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. Thank you so much for being here. And to everyone else who's in the clouds, the bushes, or whatever, I'm not gonna say it again to ask you guys to drop down. I guess you have your own reasons. I have no enemies out here. It is what it is, and it will be a pleasure. Anyway, thank you so much, Michelle, for being here. And this is what the title is: Schism. I guess most of you will not know the definition. It's like a slang, somewhat from Bob Marley, and um it means something like it's about the human race because he was a very conscious um artist that he did the crossover, bring a lot of people, actually nations, all nations together to make them one. And you know, and it's talking about division. Okay, so that's where my title came from. Now I'm gonna make this as brief as possible of what I saw over the couple of days. um I know I'm a very small little channel, but I have a big mouth, and it is what it is. um a lot of people don't have to agree with me. I don't care, but this is my message. Okay. My view, my interpretation of things. Like I said, we could agree to disagree. It don't really matter anymore because in this little B sector that I love so much, it's gonna remain, like that, and it's gonna, instead of getting better, believe me, it's gonna get worse. Because things and people don't have any change. Some people is not up for changes. And when people, sorry about the noise, and when people is not up for changes, it is what it is. What can I say? One track minds. Now I'm gonna start with the most ridiculous thing that I saw. Let me start from last night. And these people names that I'm calling, please, y'all don't get mad with me. It's not out of a punishment. It's not coming from a place of hate. It's just, like I said, what I observed. Let's start with Miss Pizarro. Hey, Miss Pizarro. I was there for a little while on Miss Pizarro's chat. And the lady from next door, because I didn't know how she feel about me, listen, I don't have any enemy, Mess. Now, Mess came over, and I saw some things. I don't know what kind of relationship herself and Miss P have. Um, like I said, my observation, my view, my opinion, I could speak on it. It's not really my business, but for some reason, it's like sending mixed messages. So that will leave for interpretation, right? I think these guys have some kind of good relationship because under no circumstances, you hear me? First of all, I don't like to be disrespected. Hate it. Hate that. I'm not gonna have another human. I don't give a fuck if you have more money, what you have more than me. You're not gonna come and disrespect me. Or sometimes people may not know, maybe the younger their generation may not look at it as a disrespect. But I look at it as a fucking disrespect. You're not gonna come opening your freaking scratchy, defective mic and fucking up my fucking. I don't know if it don't bother Miss Pizarro's ear, maybe because it's right here. I don't know. But the subscribers, I can't, I'm not gonna speak for anybody. I'm speaking for myself. For me, the audio is terrible. And then she turns it up, like all the fucking way up. But then when she is when she's commentating on her platform, it don't be like that. It's like on a normal pitch that you can understand what she's saying and what her people is saying. That's what I don't get. But you come over to my house. When you go to your house, you take your fucking shoes off. And then you enter. You come into my home and you walking in with your dirty shoes like you own the fucking joint. That's how I look at stuff. Okay? And to me, that's disrespectful. Because it comes in crazy. It's like a lunatic asylum. If you have one microphone or whatever she's coming over with all of that noise, then you're fighting with somebody else. The lady uppity, you're fighting with her. You drunk her out. So then it does not make sense because it's just a ooh, like a one pitch song. You're not hearing what the other person is saying. And then after what you lose, I know I lost interest in that chat until she got out of there. Come on. The beauty of the fight is you speak, at least you all should be on the same pitch. Not one person coming over like the two of you all have some partnership or something like that, that she could just walk over to your home and do something like that. Because I'm sure if you get over to her platform and you saw screaming like that, and her people are saying, hey, she's hurting her head, I bet you she's going to tell you something. So, okay, all right, I rest that. Okay, now let's go to this challenge. Let's go to. I want to finish there with this situation because that's on the top of my head. Okay, now this whole fight is about what do you call it? Oh God, oh Lord, Lord. Chain of thoughts. It's about donations, right? Donations. Now, let me tell you something. I swear it was not me, but I don't know, guys, if you, I can see the chat right now. I don't know who's in the chat, but guys, I don't know if you ever feel embarrassed for someone, it's not you, but you feel embarrassed about the situation. That's how I felt. It's like scrambling, fighting for a little bits on the ground, just fighting, just tearing each other down. But we love to say it's a lot to go around. Now, y'all say y'all are okay, everybody is one, and I don't want to fight nobody. It's a lot. No, y'all don't act that way. The action is of greediness, petty, greedy shit. Because I got some more cash app. You're gonna come killing me, and that's the. I don't think I would able to play certain things. Well, I'm grown. I don't think I'll be able to do that. How the hell? Who dare you to come to ask me how much donation, or for me to explain to you what donations I picked up? Are you out of your motherfucking mind? When the app that give me that step up or that leg up, that I could get donations, it's okay. It's not breaking any rules. And you the fuck is gonna come to tell me that after I actually rebirthed your ass? You see what I'm talking? That is level of disrespect. No. I'm not going to do it. Once I'm not doing something in real life, for the most part, if I'm not taking disrespect in real life, I sure to fucking gonna come and take it virtual to none of you bitches that I don't fucking know. That's a sure. That's not going to happen. Okay? When you start doing things like that, look, I did not donate. Because anywhere where you see to have confusion and it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And you guys are treating the donors, okay? The donors that were so generous to you guys to make these things more a happy thing and to for fun. For fun. For all of our viewing pleasure. Y'all actually forget the fucking donors and acted as the donors. Y'all, you know how y'all treat the donors? You know what the feedback that I got? As though the donors was like a fucking stimulus check that everybody have to get. Oh, I didn't get my check yet, but you're not going to the right people. No gratitude. Even when Uncle Sam sent out the stimulus check, I'm like, oh, thank God, thank you. No matter what it was, thank you. Y'all are not even the time that y'all take a fighting someone else for what they donors may have contributed. It was no thank you to the donors to say thank you for the donations. Thank you. Instead of fighting as though y'all are so fucking entitled. And that is fucking sad. That is some low down shit. That is some crackhead shit. And I don't give a fuck who's mad about it. Y'all treat the donors like whores on a stroll. It's like y'all fighting for other people's money. These people don't have to give shit. How are you going to leave your platform to come fight with someone else and who is doing it and who is giving over here and who is giving over there? Like any one of you have to get shit. Do your shit and the same way how they might donate over here. One day they're going to come and donate to you too. Be contented with what the fuck you get. Because you don't have to get shit. And that's why you see, you always make a good thing get deleted. Because after a while, this is going to be a done deal. Ain't nobody going to want to donate. Because if you're just looking the same way how these people is donating, so they're just good as a donation, huh? That's why I look at it. And to fuck with that shit. Because once I see like the recognition come because you put a donation here, you put a donation here, you don't know what sacrifice people went through. Learn to be appreciative. Act like that you all got some sense. Everybody's grown out here. It's embarrassing for the most part. People start getting thousands and all that to say, hey, and so what? Why are you going to fight down your sister, your brother? Let's see a lot of your bitches who say, oh, I'm happy for her. Lies. The lies you tell. Because if you're fighting like that for a couple of dollars, you over at your platform and I'm fighting for over at Susie to see what she's bringing in. What kind of fuck shit is that? And coming out to the competition, the challenges, and all of these things. You know what I don't understand? Once something kick off, yes, it's good to get it's good to have like challenges, like, okay, you do something, well, maybe I'll try it one day, But what this is coming in as, you guys are forgetting the reason and the fun behind these challenges or the call for whatever it may be. It comes in now like a money grab. So the fun of it is gone. It's gone for the most part. It's who's going to rake in more money, who's going to bring in more numbers. It's all fucked up. So now everywhere you turn, it's going to have a challenge of this, a challenge until it fucking will just die. It just flat fucking line. And then you got to wait for the next best thing. That's what, y'all don't go to something that maybe is similar. You want to go evening straight because you know what? I want to get those numbers. You know what? I want to see how much cash up I could get more than her. All right. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's pitiful. It is pitiful. And like I said, I don't give a fuck who is mad. Because at the end of the day, we don't know each other. We might know each other virtually. Okay? None of you guys paying my bill. I'm not paying yours. So who the fuck cares? Today you all fight with somebody, in 2 days you all make up back. Man, fuck all of you phony, fake ass bitches. Who the fuck cares? And just look how fake you all is. Every fucking thing you all broadcast about is fake. Fake. I know in the Caribbean, you know what they say? Like cow shit, like dry cow shit. It look like it dried it up. Go step in it. It is diarrhea at the back, at the bottom there. Fucking diarrhea. So these, what I've noticed in this sector, once you're not participating and a yes man in these groups, you're like an outcast. Well, let me say a fucking outcast, because I'm yes man in no motherfucker. If you're wrong, you're fucking wrong. And nobody's not supposed to be afraid of nobody out here. Then you just fucking existing. If you don't have a word and you could say something, the minute somebody move away and say, look, I know this is not right, you're being isolated. Why? That is showing weakness. You must be able to take criticism and check your fucking feelings at the fucking door. A lot of you so fucking thin skin is not funny. But y'all want to rave and to put up your hands. Yeah, I'm bisected. Man, fuck that shit. Y'all is bisected once everybody go for you guys. Coming back to the competition too. Now, you see what this cooking shit? At one time, I was really, really serious, and I said, you know what? I'm going to join the competition. And I said, the way how things is going, I'm like, you know what? I better not. I better not. Better leave back, wait from this, back away from this. Because I sense shit. First of all, I almost got blamed for something I did not do. The lasagna competition, when I heard was winner take all and whatever, I just went up there with a simple suggestion. And I said, you know what? Why you guys do not do 1, 2, 3? Well, then I was told that was how the game was set up, right? So if the game was set up like that, and the participants who agreed to go with it, then, hey, you agreed to go with that. Personally, me, I would never go on a challenge like that. If I have to buy my stuff, and lasagna was no way on my budget or no way around my dinner table to fuck, I'm not going to go through all of that. And it don't have first, second, and third. And the reason why I say that, a first prize winner is going to go away with most of it. That's a no-brainer. The second and the third, it's going to, the money or whatever gift is going to go down. A beauty contest or whatever, you're going to crown the queen, and then you're going to have the first run-up, and then you're going to have this. It's globally. So if you guys agreed for that winner take all, they do have things like that, then it is what it is. You sign up for that. But the next thing I don't know, because I didn't really pay a lot of attention. I had things going on in my real life, so I didn't pay a lot of attention. When a competition is going on, to make sure everything is clear, the same community walls that you all write up a lot of stuff that, to send messages, you all should write up a clear, the rules and regulation of the competition, whether it's going to be, cleanliness, presentation, and things like that. Because remember, the judges cannot feel, touch, or smell. Subscribers cannot do the same. You understand? So we just have to be looking. It's all about looks. Okay? About how the person prepared the stuff and all of that. Right? Correct? So When it comes to that, no, all this bickering about donors, you see, that's what I'm saying. As soon as a good thing get around, it's always some fuckery. No, the donors were nice enough. People was nice enough to say, look, I'm gonna sponsor you. You see what the sponsoring happened? A big set of confusion. Nothing could go right here because of greed. Greed. Y'all showing your asses out here like y'all are some. I don't look. God, don't make me say it. Anyway, I'm gonna pause on that word. I'm not gonna say it. But just use your imagination. You know what I'm talking about. It is sickening. Because that don't have to be. If you're gonna join, I'm gonna come into this challenge. Nobody don't have to fucking sponsor me. It's that you think these things in the kitchen, and if you know it's gonna run you X amount of dollars, then you gotta know, well, okay, I'm sure I'm gonna win this money. So it's like a gambling thing, I'm gonna take these chances. Nobody owes you any shit because the competition is there for anyone. If I know I don't have that, I can't afford it, what the fuck am I going up for? Why should I come to Jack, Jill, or whoever to sponsor me? Whether they sponsor you with $1 or $100. Be contented. It's either you bow out and say, well, that did not meet my budget. Thanks, but no thanks. I cannot do it at this time. Just back the fuck out. Because they had they had competitions before some of you guys even walk around here. I know they had the makeup competition at one time. They had ponytail competition, and I think those 2 or 3 things was hosted by Miss 5A, and then they had the twerking competition. Then go into things that you could afford that is not going to cost you anything. Okay, you guys, y'all don't have no sportsmanship in your ass. Sit your ass down and don't try to compete. Don't try to make people life a living hell, and keep your shit outside the door. So if Susie and Tommy is not speaking, leave it there. After the competition, go at each other. It is sickening to know while during the competition you're waiting to feud. That is like fucking childish. And the next thing too, I look at something, and for me personally, if a competition is going on, and like I said, I am close to Jack. Jack platform is, she's the one who's holding this competition. That's my good Judy or good whatever. I would not compete in a competition where I'm close to the person who's holding it. Because in most cases, they do not do that. But I mean to say this is amateur, because it's going to always be a bickering. Because, for instance, hey, Miss Brianna, if Brianna had won that competition, I think the whole street was going to erupt. Because they would say, oh, it's because she's close to Miss Pizarro, or because she's close to Lady Nika. You see what I'm talking about? So sometimes, just for peace sake, it's better to not. For me, I would not participate. And in most competition, certain people is not allowed. Like, say if this was on a more what you gotta say, God, I'm lost for word. Say like this was something big league, like big things involved for whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about, amateur, and then they have like professional. You're doing this and you go in places with this, right? You would not have been allowed. Anybody who's close to that would not be allowed, because other people would have complained and said, hey, they're friends or whatever. That means you could have, sorry, I have it wrong. you would have allowed, you could have participated. But if the judges, any one of the judges is close to a competitor, then automatically that's a disqualification, because it's going to have favoritism in that. That's what I'm saying. But the cooking thing, all in all, you don't know who's looking at the sector. Cooking could take you very far. As much as you're bickering and you're behaving like that, give this thing a chance. You never know who is looking. It's something nice. It's really beautiful to see everybody like on a different level, and they moving around and everybody's giving their all. It is, I know I appreciated it. It was something nice, refreshing. But no, y'all got to go fuck it up for money, and who gave this and who's collecting this and all of that bullshit. Nothing could go smoothly. You never know if a scout is looking around. You never know. And they're looking at this and said, hey, I like this. Look, the amateur, let's sort of show here. But when they see all of this fighting and dysfunctional, you think they're going to want to have any, you think they're going to want to fuck with y'all again? Y'all just fuck it up. And like I said, I don't give a fuck who's upset. So let it be. I don't care. I don't care. Because like I said, there were competitions here before, and even that got fucked up. Because people got in their feelings because this one did not win, and this one think they're intact. Y'all can't. Don't get me wrong. I love this sector, and I don't think I'm going anywhere out of this sector. Not for a while. But the behavior, y'all don't have a time and a place? Not a time and a place? Food is about joy. It's about love. It's about your heart content. And y'all don't have no respect for that. My good God. You know, when they pick, I don't know, most of you might not have grown up anywhere on a farm or whatever. You know, when you're feeding the pig, when you're feeding pigs, hogs, swines, when that food go into the trough, they're like, it's a noise that they make. That's how some of you guys sound. That's how some of you guys sound. Instead of y'all having like an after show, you could make fun of how this person did their recipe, how this one was doing, this one could have won, things like that. It is refreshing. But no, it's about the money grab. And I did not get this, and I did not get that. Man, look, I'm sick. I'm sick of this. And like I said, like I don't care who's upset or what. I don't care. I don't care. Because it is what it is. And next thing what you hearing, like, okay, say like today. Now this shit is gonna run for the next what? 4 or 5 days, or the next 3 days until something comes around. What I don't understand, I don't get it. This platform speak on it, right? And then the next platform just regurgitate and speak on the same shit. And then the next platform just speak on the same shit. And nobody's not thinking. I don't know if anyone is doing it right now to do reviews. What about doing some reviews on what you just heard? Do some reviews. It's something a little different. But you know why? It's not that people don't think about that. You're not going to be in the popular group. See? Because they're not going to like if you review and it's not in their fucking favor. And that's why this sector going to, sooner or later, it's going to get all fucked down. It's already broken down. It's already broken. It's fractured. I say that. And I don't give a fuck who is upset. It's like the day when I went up there and I speak about the first, second, and third. That was just a suggestion. It's not my fucking platform. It was just something to say. When you've seen everybody is making all this preparation, hey, it's even $20. Give a second place in the first place. You know, a third place or whatever. Just a fucking friendly suggestion. And my head almost got chewed out. My head almost got chewed out for that. Like again, I said, I don't give a fuck. In real life, none of you bitches could do me anything. And none of your mouths is we gonna clash. Because if I feel like answering or feel like I'm on a with a response, I will. And then you're gonna handle me wrongfully. If I do something, hey, it's fair fucking game. But I don't want to be in no group. For what? I'm not accustomed in my real life to have today real friends, tomorrow be for whether virtually or fuckery. I don't care. That's not my life. That's not my style. It's dysfunctional. So I don't need to be click up with not one bitch. I had enough clicks and all of that growing up. My life was content. I was contented with my life. I have had a fulfilled life. The fuck? When Google come and say, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you always blasted. Oh my God, they say we cannot use certain words. But you all have been censored yourself. And Google didn't say that. Me, look, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here. Listen, guys, thank you for coming. If you feel like, please give a thumbs up or whatever they call it. Share this live, please. Thank you so much. And have a blessed day. Thank you, Latasha, for being here. Yes, let me do my roll call. Even that is bothering them. Miss Gerald, thank you for being here. You're more present. Just my thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see who else. Oh, that's you here. That's you here, girl. Thank you, girl, for the click and the view. You know, we thinking, I call my story straight. Anyway, Nicole Judge, thank you for being here. You guys come on, do better. Do better. Do better. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.